I woke up in the middle of the night, and for some reason, what was on my mind was my life as a Muslim. I am legally a Muslim. When you're born in Cairo, born in Egypt, you are born into a religion. It's a legal status, so a lot of the rules of that religion apply to your life. I hated the idea that I had no choice. The things that we were taught in religion class were everything against who I was. You're not allowed to wear pants as a woman so that men can't see the separation between your legs. You can't go to your friend's house uninvited. You can't read the Quran if you're on your period. You can't enter certain spaces when you're on your period, and all these things were like, this is a lot of bullshit that a woman has to accept when the dudes can just do their thing. But it wasn't just about gender, it was just explain it to me. Like, why is there no trust? Why is everything taboo? And then I think when I was growing up, Islam was in a new phase in Egypt. So a lot of people had gone to Saudi and learned their version of Islam. At the same time, there was this new wave of being veiled. What I understand getting veiled to mean in Islam is just to be incognito and to try to blend with society, not to stand out in a way that could harm you or cause stress in your surroundings. So I get that, I can respect that, but when you're in Egypt, being incognito looks like one thing, and when you're in Paris or wherever, New York, incognito looks a whole other way, right? A chameleon will change colors depending on the context. So it wasn't this rule of you're either veiled or you're not, and when you're veiled it's a forever thing and no one can see your hair. And even to have to put the veil on when I pray is like, why? And how come men don't have to? The second reason I was like at odds with Islam is because how the West portrayed the religion. It talked about it like it's this backward thing, and probably watching all the foreign movies, I kind of got brainwashed too, until I grew up and I learned that the beautiful part of Islam and actually a lot of things that I would later learn in life about being spiritual or being present, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. That's kind of like what we have in Islam. For example, the idea of praying 5 times a day is an invitation to drop everything and return to yourself and your faith. Fasting, that's part of our culture, and it's a very nice practice. Of course, when I was rebelling, I'm like, not doing that. But now I like it, and whenever someone who's not Muslim does Ramadan with me, they're like really into it. It's amazing how your brain can focus on other things when you're not eating. So it's about rewiring your whole system instead of the addictive, mindset of I need food, what's my next meal? You're all of a sudden forgetting about it and living without your dependence on it. The other thing was charity. Giving to charity and giving back to community. That's always been a huge part of Islam. Now, especially with Mamdani, it's great. I think it's so nice to just have someone speak about Islam in a normal way, in the way I know it to be, because even though I was learning all this stuff in religion class, the people I saw were not behaving like that. There wasn't all this weirdness that the teacher was describing, so in every religion there are people who teach things poorly, and there are messages that spread more than they should that turn people off. I haven't dissected the religion. I'm kind of a DIY, take what you like from every religion and make your own, because I see a lot of patterns between them all. But I'm coming to feel like I'm consolidating, if that's the right word. Is it the right word? I'm more at ease with it. I still don't like the legality of it, because in Egypt that means certain laws apply to me that are based on a religion and not based on what's fair or logic. It's based on one interpretation of religion that I may or may not agree with, and that is problematic. To know that there are these laws haunting me and my marital status and how I have kids and how I can inherit, I don't like that part. So yeah, I'm actually just happy that the interpretation or understanding of Islam is becoming a lot more nuanced, and people are not seeing it just as a terrorist group or a very backward society that has to cover up women. There are so many versions, every culture has a version, and there are so many nuances, just like Christianity. I'm happy about that because there was just shame, it was something I'd hide, but now, of course, I associate with it, especially when I've been living in LA and I feel like people don't know what Muslim means. I'm very much like them, right? We're connecting, we're together, we have a lot of similar values, and I'm Muslim. So it's not this weird, crazy thing. It's just another religion, like all the ones we know about, that has extreme versions that are scary and normal versions that are more cultural than they are dogmatic. So I'm curious to see what's the future, especially with Mamdani speaking up about it, making fun of all the misinformation that, you know, the opposition is spreading. And I'm excited just to have people's minds open up, have my own mind open up, because there are very beautiful things about this religion, just like there are in the others.